Call to order the Economic Development Committee. Uh, Madam Clerk, would you like to call the roll?
Commissioner Palomera has requested an excuse. Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Here.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry. Commissioner Kenlock. Commissioner Baydoun.
Here.
Commissioner Wilson has requested an excuse. Chair Anderson.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. I have no remarks at this time. Next item. Madam
C,
Clerk.
approval of the March 10th, 2026 meeting minutes.
Moved. It's been moved. I have second. Support. We have support. All those in favor? Approving the
Aye.
minutes? Aye. What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your tablet now, I guess.
Motion carried.
Next on the agenda.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Seeing none, let's move on to the next agenda item.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding notification of a proposed amendment to the Detroit Master Plan of Policies.
This is a receiving file, correct? Okay. Motion to receive and file, or do we even need to? Yeah, okay. Accept a motion to receive and file. Commissioner Baydoun moves. All those are second.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry, second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Sorry.
Please vote using your tablets.
Pardon me.
Please vote using your tablets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone use your tablet.
Motion
Vote.
carried.
Next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to the program year 2024 annual action plan for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to reallocate unused community development block grant funds to provide additional funding to 2 projects in Grosse Ile Township and the city of Southgate.
Just, I had a quick question. Is this a, I'm trying to remember whether or not we've done this in the past. CD block grants to move, I believe we have. Okay. Any questions by commissioners? Well, I had the young lady right here that she could have answered that question for me.
Good morning, Stephanie Case, Senior Program Manager, Community Development. So this is a multiple request. This is a request to reallocate 2024 funds to 2 projects. They were bidded through the county procurement process, but came back in a little over than the bid that was awarded to the community, and that was Grosse Ile Township and Southgate. The bid for Southgate came in $60,000 over than what was awarded to the community. Grosse Ile Pool came in over $42,000 over what was awarded to the community. These funds are coming from the economic development funds that was awarded for 2024, and a part a little over 5,000 will come for program income. The second request is we're moving projects from 2025 to 2024, just to kind of allocate the rest of the remaining of the economic development funds, which was approximately over 400,000. We're also reallocating projects that were awarded to the city of Ecorse, 2 projects that were done by the city of Ecorse. That was a pickle park, and there was a pickleball court. We moved it to sidewalk repairs.
Okay. Any questions on those items from the commissioners? Does that conclude your comments on both those items, right?
Actually, it's 4 items.
2 and 3?
Yes,
Oh, it's
just 2.
okay, just 2. Okay. Any questions by members? Mr. Cartwright, did you have any comments that you wanted to make?
No, Stephanie covered it all.
Okay, all right. All those in favor, or I have a motion?
We have a motion by Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Okay. We have a second.
Second.
Commissioner Baydoun seconds it. All those in favor?
Question?
Oh, pardon me?
I have a question
Oh.
for the vote, please.
Okay, yes.
When reading over the resolution, oh, I'm sorry,
for the
Tina
record.
Fields, Assistant Director for Community Development Division. When reading the resolution, we would like to ask if monetary amounts can be added to the resolutions, because what will happen is when we go to get the agreements, then they may ask for additional information and the resolution doesn't include all the details. So we wondered if we could just include numbers to ensure we don't have any problems when it comes to procuring the contracts.
Okay. As I'm just a little bit irregular, I think. So I wanted to see if our staff has any questions about it or comments.
Through
Alicia?
the chair, for clarification, what numbers are we referring to?
So the reallocation amounts,
Okay, so specifically saying what
Yeah.
comes from what to where,
yes.
that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay,
Thank you.
our council says it's fine. I will entertain, I think we had a motion, right? And a second. Okay, all those in favor? Use your online voting or computer.
Motion carried.
Next item. Number 3.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of a comparable source professional services agreement with Downriver Community Conference to conduct an unmanned aircraft systems readiness assessment and engagement.
Anyone here on that? Okay, we're both here. Mr. Cartwright, you want to start us off on that?
Absolutely. Anthony Cartwright, Economic Development Director. We're going to talk about some drones here, and just quick overview. The rapid growth of the drone industry has outpaced the development of rules and systems to govern their use. The unmanned aircraft systems readiness assessment will provide a comprehensive overview of the current state of the 24 Wayne County communities that we're asking for, that is including drone activities, registrations, public sector operations, while documenting cross-departmental inclusive view of objectives for future UAS integration and operational outcomes. The assessment will allow communities to take advantage of the airport and aerospace development. Quick overview, these are, like I said, 24 Wayne County communities, 16 Downriver communities, 8 additional Wayne County communities. Western Wayne has already paid for 14 other communities to do this assessment. That has already been done. The purpose is going to help public safety and applications, and it's going to increase economic development opportunities. Payments, 3 installments, $63,000. And we also have Jasmine Dancy, the Economic Development Administrator for DCC, online virtually with us if you guys have any questions for the DCC.
Anyone have any questions on this item? Yes. Commissioner Peterson, baby.
Thank you. Through the chair. So the world of drones, right? So I'm wondering 2 things. One, do these companies, because I know at the state of this county, we talked about 11 schools now have aeronautics in the schools. So do these particular companies, are they creating pathway opportunities and pipeline opportunities for young people? That's the first question. The second question is, I know DCC does like workforce development, transportation, career goals, basic skills. What exact service are they providing? Because I see Airspace Link of Detroit is doing majority of, that's the bulk of the contract, right? 95% of it. So what's the exact service being provided by DCC?
Jasmine, you want to speak on behalf of
Yes.
DCC?
Good morning, commissioners. Thank you for that question. Again, my name
online?
is, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, would you identify yourself, please?
Yes, hi, good morning. My name is Jasmine Dancy. I'm Economic Development Administrator for the Downriver Community Conference. Good morning, commissioners, and thank you for your time and consideration on this project. So just for context, a little bit of history, the Downriver Community Conference has been around for almost 50 years. And thank you, Commissioner, for your question about what our programs and services would entail. So you're correct. We do traditionally have a history of workforce development, but we also have an economic development department, and that's been around for the last 3.5 years. So what we do in my department is we help facilitate partnerships through our member communities to advance economic development. So what we would be, our administration costs for this project in particular is going to be helping facilitate the connection of Airspace Link with our member communities and advancing the project along. So it's basically project management for that less than $10,000 portion of the project.
Mr.
Oh, yeah, okay, so one more, so in-house, we don't have the bandwidth to do work, okay, thank you.
Commissioner
I
Kenlock.
do,
Oh,
oops,
sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to address the first question as well. I want to defer to Anna Helander with Airspace Link. She's there in person and can talk about any of their workforce connections or pipeline opportunities or cooperation with that education program that the commissioner mentioned.
Awesome.
Commissioner Kenlock.
In this assessment, what are the assessment points? What are the areas that you're looking to assess, and what is the hopes as far as the final determination?
Hi, everybody. Anna Helander. I'm a co-founder and VP of Customer Success at Airspace Link. And basically what we are trying to do is get cities prepared. A lot of people are using drones in interdepartment and they don't even know. Public safety is using them, STEM education using them, public works for inspection are using drones. And so what we help communities do is prepare and then give them a path forward to success. Assad had visited our office maybe a little over a year ago, and he was like, our communities aren't ready. And we would like to open this up for not just public safety, which of course is a huge user of drones to save lives, to get on scene quicker. But there's this economic development piece now where Amazon, just using them as an example, are already doing delivery in Oakland County. So they are in Pontiac and Hazel Park. They're doing about 200 deliveries a day on average. And so Assad was looking at it towards how can I get my Wayne County communities prepared and ready when commercial partners start to come in. You name it, we're speaking to those people, the DoorDashes, the Uber Eats, the Walmarts, all of them are starting. And now also a medical component is being used from Henry Ford, excuse me, and even Munson Healthcare up in Traverse City are starting to do deliveries for medical purposes. So we're just enabling and educating their communities to give them a path forward.
Okay, thank you on that. Some additional questions. Okay, so who else from Wayne County have you invited to come and take a tour and of your facilities and whatnot, particularly the county executive? Have you all gotten some feedback from the executive, Mr. Warren Evans?
Warren has not been to my office, but Assad has been to my office, and a lot of mayors, city council, you name it, we are at the book depository building.
Mhm.
So we are always willing and able to accommodate anybody who wants to come and see what we're actually doing.
I may take you up on that offer.
Good.
Okay, as far as emergency response, that is something that as we're going into this new technology, part of the assessment, will there be a clear distinction as it relates to the emergency response in coordination with, particularly the like Homeland Security and, yeah.
We would interview, like normally there is a point of contact from each community, and then we would talk to that person and say, who do you think, or who in your city or community do you think are using drones the most or would like to? Then we sit down with them, we talk to them, we basically interview them. And then we generate a report for each and every community on where they're at now and where they could be. And if they want to pursue that moving forward, then we help them, guide them along the way.
Okay, I'd like to refer you to connect directly with Wayne County's Homeland Security, as they in part coordinate with all of those communities as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner McCormick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Federal Aviation Administration, how do you work with them directly?
It's a great question. So we spent the first year of our business,
How long have you been in business?
like 6.5, 7 years.
Okay.
So we spent the first year just working with the FAA to become a certified partner with them. So when you go on the FAA website, and it's called the Before You Fly app, so that is an application where all drone pilots need to get authorization to fly legally in the airspace. You would use a system like ours to get authorization to then fly. You're not just supposed to be putting your drone up flying wherever you want. There are federal laws and rules, and you use we are a certified platform to get authorization to fly in the airspace legally. There are drones flying every day in Detroit to do all kinds of goods and services. And so we're a part of the FAA, I guess you could say.
Great, great. And the other question I had is about the comparable source. And even though I know this is going through the downriver community, I'm wondering about if they looked at any other sources other than just directly.
Commissioner or Mr. Cartwright.
Okay.
Jasmine, you wanna answer that?
We have not. We also are aware that Airspace Link has already done direct contracts with the Conference of Western Wayne and City of Detroit and several other municipalities in the state. So we see them as really our only source for this type of service.
Okay, but they may not be the only source. Is that correct?
They may not be. I'm thinking because the Conference of West Wayne have already started this activity with the 14 communities that they did. We just want to make sure that the rest of the communities got the same access that the other 14 did. So that's more than likely why we, chose why Downriver Community Conference chose what they chose for that.
Right, right. And that's fine. I'm just wondering if we've looked at other bids, basically, just to see if we're on point or if they're on point with pricing. But sounds like you guys are doing great work, so should be fine. Thank you.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry again.
Thank you. So my question was not so much for Airspace Link because I'm familiar with Airspace Link. It was more for DCC. But the service again, so how are the communities, and I know you said you're in 14 Western Wayne communities. So the goal is to educate the communities on drone activity. I had a package delivered by drone the other day. And it like dropped it in my bushes. Like it was crazy. But so I know it's here. And I guess I'm always thinking about succession planning and young people and how we're getting them involved in this opportunity because we don't want it to pass us or them by. So again, I guess I'll go back to the question about how are we with some of these companies just to be good stewards of the resources and the space. How are we creating pipelines for young people?
Well, in this case, for this particular issue that we want, I think it's just making sure the communities are ready. Once we know the communities are ready, then we can start doing our elaborate work to see how we can benefit, how the communities can benefit from this, and how we can, involve young people and bring more systems in and things like that. This is just strictly, are these communities ready for this activity?
So would this look like in real time? This would look like community meetings and educating the community on drone activity? Is that, I mean, when you say get the communities ready, is it the end users and the residents of the community, or is it the service providers of the community?
It's if you don't mind.
Good.
Okay. We work with the community leaders first.
The government.
Government, sorry. And just to correct you, the Conference of Western Wayne, I think is 16 or 18 cities, not 14, that's okay. It's more than that. It's more than that. And we do look at it from a community engagement perspective, because when you start seeing drone delivery packages flying all over the place, some community might not feel comfortable with that. But there's also an education component that we've been here long enough in the city of Detroit that we've seen students who are gamers who have now become amazing drone pilots, and they're starting to get certified and make money for construction companies, for inspection companies.
Absolutely.
Using that gaming technology to become drone pilots. We've done it in our office many times. We host Code 313. We host all kinds of student activities. So while we are a business, we are also here and we want to make sure that we make everyone in the community
Thank you.
successful.
So that community engagement
Thank you.
piece. Got it. Thank you.
Commissioner Clementi.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for recognizing me. I was just going to clarify a bunch of things. The Downriver Downriver Community Conference did talk to me about this because Western Wayne is already on board, and it'll just connect all, and Detroit is already on board, but it will connect all of our 43 now having this opportunity for economic development. And I think that the student part of it is wonderful that you are here in Detroit, Wayne County, you're supporting that. And I also think that what was mentioned at the state of the county where we are going to be in schools. And I think maybe that'll be a branch that we'll hear about somewhere else about what's going on with that. So I'm just here to just support this, not on the committee, but I will support it at full board because I want the downriver communities now to be on board with this. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinlock, a second time.
Just want to say that the Downriver Community Conference is a longstanding coalition of municipalities. Jim Perry is an excellent leader, and I'm looking forward to supporting this as well as the communities wrapping their heads around implementation of drone technology.
Any other questions? Commissioner.
Question, really.
Okay.
But you talked about inviting us.
Yes.
That would be great, just so we can see.
Absolutely. Zeta or anyone here that wants to set up that meeting. I mean, we're here all the time.
Okay, great.
We have two offices. One is actually in the train station, and that's our operations center. So you can see our technology allows you to see drone flights as they're happening live, but not just in Michigan. We are throughout the entire 50 states. So we're not just servicing Michigan. We are in Texas, we're in LA, we're in Ontario, California, we're deployed in New York City, you name it. So we're happy to show you our operations center, and then our employees, all 50 of us, are at the new lab building, and we can absolutely give a tour to anybody here that would like to.
Thank
That'd be
you.
great. That'd be great. All right. And I would think one of the first steps for someone that's getting started is the registration, making sure they are registered with the federal government,
Yeah.
and that we would have that information locally
Yeah, we
too.
would be able to assist with that.
Okay.
You know what, as a matter of fact, I think Nandu Felton, I think that I actually did come in early on when you all were developing. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I remember now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Right?
All right. Do we have a motion? I think we have one. Second, all those in approve of ready to vote, thus say yes or use your tablet.
Motion carries.
There we go.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Thank you for joining us today with the information.
Thank you,
Madam-
Commissioners.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
We have none that I'm aware of. Did staff receive anything? Nothing? Okay. Next item.
G, public comments.
Anyone else have any questions or comments from the visitors here or those that are in the committee room? Anyone else? Next item.
Adjournment.
Support. Right. Been moved and supported. We're adjourned.